very monumental tiebreaker. I mean, already day one just shook things up with Fnatic's Miracle Run, but...
And you mentioned how strong Kog'Maw is. Well, it might be an Essence Reaver for Hansama, just needs the Zeal perhaps to start optimizing more as Haunter.
Oh, good knockback again. Haunter already used the flash, so has to try and maybe clear it away, but Feast is going to give Alphari first blood.
Level 12 Cho'Gath does an awful lot of damage. PowerOfEvil being able to roam, but Hansama, no, they're good. Just means the free first blood. So he takes a crazy option and just throwing it out. Speaking of bottom lane, guys.
Haunter again. Alphari looking to chase him down.
Bilgewater not bad. Rupture is just barely going to tag him. Team's coming down, but I don't think it's enough for TSM. Maxwell, flash body slam, just going to try and take him down. Alphari with the ulti gets a second stack.
Misfits with another advantage. The third straight time they're looking to try to get a fight here.
Sven gonna get stunned up. Maxwell ready to bop him back into the team. Perhaps, yep, does use it. Forces double it away as well. That's Insta Sven getting out for the Taric ultimate. He's gonna move them forward. Sven's gonna almost get killed, but he somehow escapes Alphari's fist. Biofrost, though, maybe not so lucky. Gonna take the damage and have to be the sacrifice.
They'll take the one kill, but major health advantages for all of Misfits. There's no feast, but there is a smite if they want to look towards the Baron pit. They have the vision control already established. TSM with no support.
Yeah, without even the protection of the Karma for this Kog'Maw. Doublelift is going to have to play this so incredibly well. Misfits have started up this Baron. I don't feel like TSM can afford to give it up.
He did so much damage to Doublelift there. If he had Shock, he was probably dead. Ignite though, out of the front lines without a fun for TSM. Getting engaged on Sven, forced to back away, but Haunter gets knocked up there. And Bjergsen just can't get out. Anyway, Doublelift, little too far forward. PowerOfEvil takes him down. And now Haunter going to get ruptured on the other end of it. Following to the silence of Sven, trying to escape, but PowerOfEvil carrying his team to the double, and Hansama cleans up the third.
That could be the end for TSM here in this game. They're getting outscaled. They're getting run over here by Misfits. Misfits right back to the Baron. It will be a free one for them. And Doublelift unable to use the flash to dodge either Shockwave or the root coming out of Hansama. And Misfits have full control over this game.
And last time Misfits had a lead and threw that one away, it was against a Kog'Maw, a very good late game scaling champion. Yes, the hope for NA is fleeting. The hope for TSM is starting to whittle away, but there is hope for any Kog'Maw composition.
And PowerOfEvil is ready to end this game by the looks of things. He went death cap for even finishing his Leandry's maximum impact at this stage of the game. And that inhibitor turret just melts. Sven gonna dive back in, try and look for something, but Tarakol's gonna turn that off. And there's Alphari looking for the stack, but Hansama grabs the kill.
I mean, this is looking so grim for TSM here. You have a split pusher who cannot win the 1v1. You're up against the Baron buff. Haunter cannot be in a side lane, and TSM very clearly cannot stand up in the 5v5 right now. The gold lead is getting enormous. The mid lane inhibitor has been cracked, and Misfits, it feels, are very close to winning this game.
And that's good for Misfits. They slow play the game. Inhibitors, dead mid and top mean minions start to crash, and now they look for it.
They have to fight for this inhibitor though. TSM cannot afford to give up a triple inhib with this disadvantage, and they're looking for it.
Oh,
Sven is very low.
Sven forced to flush out of the way. Doublelift doing what he can. Warmong's will kick in eventually. Sven getting the reach back when he go with a huge stun. Everybody flushes out of the shockwave though, and TSM, they have to go now. I think this is the only chance to try and hold this game.
Their engage is just so weak though. I don't know how they go forwards. Misfits just play the game slow. Nexus being threatened by super minions right now. It should just be 3 inhibitors clean.
Can't grab it, and there's the initiation again from the rest of Misfits now surging in towards the Nexus turret. There's already one dead. This looks like a game. Misfits are going to expose the Nexus. TSM, perhaps one last hurrah.
They have to do something now. It's the only chance. You will be just completely run down by the 6 super minions spawning at a time, but Misfits playing it too well, playing so patiently. Alphari with the double Ocean Dragon is regenning back up, and I think it's all over but the crying for TSM.
Yeah. TSM holding on, all but defeated, and it feels like mental as well as here they go.
Here we go, Maxwell is going to get something, but Bjergsen is getting taken down by Hansama. Root is good on to do, but Doublelift actually still dealing decent damage. Flash face, PowerOfEvil grabs on us. Hansama seals the kill onto Doublelift. TSM down 2, looking to defend, but I don't think they can.
No, 40 seconds on Kog'Maw. Sven has to base. The minions are crashing. They want to end it now.
I love it from Ignite, popping the ulti, ready to go and going to try and win themselves a fight. Haunter looks to assassinate Hansama, but he does just get it. Sven able to get it. Oh, TSM actually may have thought they were barely out of this.
I mean, there's too many minions. They're crashing in. The Nexus is dying to all these super minions, and Misfits are going to do it.
They're going to rush the Nexus. These world's rookies, these upstarts with the Nexus open, these Misfits put push themselves straight into the quarterfinals. And there it is.
And EU beats NA on the day. Not just once, though. TSM may have beaten them in the first game this time, but revenge is there for all of Europe, it seems.
Elation for Misfits, for Europe, and agony in defeat here for TSM. Again, out in group stages in Worlds 2017. Last year, same roster, high expectations, not able to get past groups. This year, the draw of a lifetime they felt. People talking about how strong TSM was and how weak this group would be. And the team, Misfits, that was expected to go 0-6 in this group, ends up being the team that knocks TSM out of the entire tournament.
I think living up to their name, PowerOfEvil with a big smile on his face, continuing to be the kryptonite for Bjergsen and TSM. And what an amazing story for Misfits. We've already joked Challenger to Worlds was like pretty insane for a new team, but they pushed themselves at least one better to the quarterfinals.
Yeah, how's Challenger to quarterfinals? That's so impressive for this team, and they do continue to improve. And you have to say, with the early game leads that they have been able to establish, if this team is able to improve some of their game closing, if they're able to improve their later stages of the game, they can really challenge the people in the quarterfinals.
Thank you very much, guys. Yeah, joined by Maxlor and Hans Sama. They did it after one of the craziest days in World's group stage history. Hans Sama, what are your first thoughts? What do you feel after doing that heroic day and making it to quarters?
It also feels amazing for me to play my first year in the CS to make Worlds. It was like a huge step for first, and getting into out of group, it feels pretty damn good, and I'll definitely try out my life for the next part.
Yeah, because this is only the beginning. Now, Max, you said when I talked to you on the first days you played, yeah, you got to be there to win everything. You can't go in with a loser's attitude. So, I mean, now the sky is the limit, it seems. But can you first tell me how much it took from you guys after this marathon of a day, those ups and downs, to finally do it?
It took everything we got, pretty much. We had to, we had so many losses today, actually. I didn't even think we could make it at some point, but you have to fight those thoughts, and everyone on your team has to fight those thoughts. And especially after we lost the WE, you have to instantly refresh and refocus, and it basically took everything we had. Yeah,
I can imagine. For the funny side, of course, people they're saying, well, you didn't win versus WE, so you could finish off with the PowerOfEvil power versus TSM. But I'm sure that wasn't the case. I'm sure the stress was really high. And Hans Sama, on the EU finals, we heard that you guys were quite stressed. How did you manage to keep it under control? Do you feel you've grown throughout this day?
I would say I've grown throughout this day, yeah. I feel less pressure since a while, since the playoffs started. I play with mind to not think a lot and play with huge confidence. And for now that worked pretty well. I kind of stepped up in my opinion, and I'm able to carry games now.
You had some fantastic performances. The one-year plan is all we heard. Getting to Worlds. What's the next step, Maxlor?
I want to go home and enjoy my nuggets. So I don't know about you.
You mean home? You still got some matches to play, Max.
Oh, I mean, I'm going to go home in the hotel.
Okay,
right?
and enjoy the nuggets.
Yeah, of course.
To jump on that one-year plan, though, you guys have had a great support staff, and I feel like some of those people have done a lot of work behind the scenes to get you here. Hussein, to call out one, how has the crew helped you out on this day and through group so far?
Everyone helped. So even our strategic coach, Hiva, you might know him from Origin, and also people in the background, like our analyst Empire, and our mental sports psychologist that can't be here with us, but God bless wherever he is. But yeah, all these people deserve praise. But honestly, I don't think we should relax, because, as I said before, I think we should go in with a winning mindset. And today we lost some games that we shouldn't have, or we had some situations that we never encountered before and we lost because of it. So we need to learn from our mistakes, since we're going to play a Seed 1 team, and hopefully we'll fix our mistakes and smash them.
All right, you guys are very calm after such an epic day. I guess you also lost a lot of energy. Is there any final words you'd like to say to the Misfits fans and all the EU fans that you've made very proud? Hans Sama?
Thanks very much for cheering for Misfit, and we hope that we're not going to deceive you we're gonna try our best.
Max?
Misfits fighting!
Misfits fighting. Well, thank you guys very much. Congratulations. Misfits is making it to the quarterfinals. Back to you guys at the desk.